Hi, and welcome to step 6 of the 10-step system. Step 6 is all about showing the business. My name's Kevin Ryder, and I'm going to go through the training on showing the business with you. It'll take about 15 minutes, and we should cover all aspects of showing the business. The first thing that I want you to understand, guys, and this is where people come unstuck, the devil in this case is not in the detail. It's not telling people everything and anything you know about this business. It's not the facts that sell the business to people. It will be you. It'll be your presentation. It'll be how you come across and how you position yourself as a leader in the business. So it's important that you're warm, friendly, smiling, and that you don't try to be too perfect or anything. Just be yourself, okay? Because people will buy into this business if they like you, they like the way that you come across, and they like you as a person. Because this is where the personal development comes in. Because it's, are you the kind of person that other people want to follow? That's what we're looking for. That's what your prospect is looking for. If they like the video and they like you and they know they're going to get help and support, they will join. It's not the next lot of information that you tell them. This is just giving them an idea of what's involved and how it works. Excuse me. So that's very, very important that you understand that. They will buy into you, not into the opportunity. So please have confidence, be polite, smile, and enjoy it and have fun. Okay, that's the main thing. Have fun and play with it while showing the business. So I'm going to go on to now actually just recapping on step 5. Neil Young's done the video on step 5, and you should have watched that before watching this, as it is in a sequential order. Okay, so remember the structure of the call. First thing you're going to do is open the call. So, hi, my name's Kevin. I'm calling. Hi, John, it's Kevin. Are you ready for your appointment? We're going to go through showing you how the business works and everything. Is that okay? Set an agenda. Okay, John, so it's going to take about half an hour, 15 minutes to half an hour, just depending on how many questions you have and what information you require. But it shouldn't take me long to go through the actual presentation and explain what's involved. Is that okay, John? Step 3, gain rapport, recap why they responded to the advert. So many people miss this out because they did it in step 5, where they wrote down all the answers and everything else, and they feel silly asking the prospect again all the same questions. You are not asking the questions for your benefit. You're not asking them why they're looking for the money and how many kids they got and what the challenges are and everything else for your benefit. You're asking them because people act on emotion. People are not logical, they're emotional. If you want me to prove that, just ask any smoker on the planet who knows logically that smoking is bad for them, but emotionally they still keep doing it. That's anybody with any kind of addiction, is because it's an emotional addiction, not a logical addiction. So the reason we're asking those questions is to raise the emotion in the prospect. If it comes out of the prospect's mouth, it's got to be true. So if you're saying to somebody, okay, John, what's your situation at the moment? And they're replying with, well, I've just lost my job. I'm struggling financially. I need to make some extra money. I've got 4 kids. My wife's out working full time and we're struggling financially. If they're saying those things, they're reminding themselves of their challenges, their problems, and they're feeling the pain of it, and they're feeling the emotion. If you say those things, so John, I understand you're responding to this advert because you've just lost your job recently, you've got a few kids, you've got 4 kids, your wife's working full time and you're struggling financially. Is that right, John? All John is going to say is yes. And there is no emotion because it came from you, not from John. This is the most important step of all. Before you ever show the business to anybody, you've got to get them feeling that emotion. Don't skip this stage. So many people skip this stage. Don't skip it. It's the most important bit. Get them reminding themselves why they responded to your advert and why they are going to join your opportunity. Step 4 is then deliver the information. It's the least important bit. Okay, remember that. Delivering the information, they won't know whether you're telling, whether you've got your facts right or not. All they know is what you tell them. Okay, it's you that they believe in, not the information you're giving them. That isn't to say that you give them duff information, but remember, it's you they're buying into, not the opportunity. And step 5 is gain commitment. And this is where quite a few people come unstuck as well, because they forget to actually ask, what do you want? What do you think? Do you want to give it a go? So moving on, I'll go through a dry run appointment. Okay, so I'm going to use the name John. Okay, so John's responded to the advert. I've already spoken to John and I've made an appointment. So I ring John up and say, hi John, it's Kev, how are you doing? John says, very well, thank you. So I said, right, okay, I'm calling because we're going to go through the business presentation today and explain how I can help you earn an extra £300 to £500 a month initially. Just remind me, John, what was it that made you respond to the advert? What's your situation at the moment? So then John tells me all about his circumstances, and I ask more leading questions such as, okay, that's great. Can you tell me more about that, John? What's that mean, John? Can you explain that in a bit more detail to me, John? And things like that. Notice I'm always using the prospect's name because that's the most important thing to the prospect is their name. Right, John, thank you for answering my questions. I'm now going to explain how the business works. Every person starts in exactly the same position. You can't buy your way in. Everybody starts off day 1, week 1. And what we recommend you do in step 1 is find 20 customers a week. The reason we say you need to find 20 customers a week, John, is because we know that the average spend per customer is £12.50, and 20 people a week spending £12.50 will give you £250 of orders in 4 weeks. Sorry, £250 of orders a week. So over 4 weeks, that will give you £1,000 of orders, and from that, what you'll earn is at least £270 in your first 4 weeks, John. And that takes 10 to 12 hours a week. Now, there's 3 ways in which we can find that £1,000 in orders, and I'll show you that very shortly when we get onto that part of the presentation. Is that okay, John? Okay, have you any questions on anything I've covered so far? So just tell me, John, what difference would an extra £270 a month mean to you right now? How would that help? The reason we ask that question is because it gets them thinking about the possibilities and the difference the extra money would make to them right now at this stage. Okay, John, so there's 2 ways in which we can increase that income, and what we've just discussed here is literally working 10 to 12 hours a week. Now, the first way that we can increase your income is by generating more orders, by finding more customers. Okay, and obviously the more customers we have, the more money you're going to make, but that does take more time. I will cover it in more detail, but generally presenting 100 to 150 catalogues a week by knocking on doors, or also using social media such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and other social outlets, we can help you find those customers, and we'll show you how to do that. But the second way in which you can increase your income is, John, I'm sure you know yourself that most people would appreciate an extra £200, £300, £400 a month coming in right now. Maybe just off the top of your head, John, you could think of somebody who would be interested in earning some extra income. Can you think about that? Do you know anybody? Well, let's just say, for instance, John, that you're still working 10 to 12 hours a week doing your £1,000 of orders a month. But with our help, and I must stress to you, John, that it is with our help, you're not expected to do this on your own. But with our help, we will help you find another 3 people, let's say. Can you imagine finding 3 people that want to earn an extra income, John? Well, let's say that we do it through social media, social networks. Do you use a Facebook account? How many friends do you have on Facebook, John? How many of those people do you think may be interested in earning an extra income? Okay. And then every single catalogue that we deliver, or friends that we find on Facebook through our retailing, through social media, some of those people will be interested in making some more money as well. I'm sure you can imagine that, John. And then also there's complete strangers, people we've never met before, and through very low cost forms of advertising, we can help you find other people around the country that's also interested in earning some extra money. So in this example, let's just say that you're still doing £1,000 a month, but we've helped you find 3 other people, and one of those people's also very keen, and they've gone off and found a couple of people themselves as well, John. Now here, you're doing £1,000 a month, but your team turnover is £4,550 every 4 weeks. Clean Easy realise you're the link to that extra turnover, and without you, they wouldn't have those extra orders coming in every 4 weeks. So now your income, because Clean Easy pays you a bonus, your income goes up to £500 every 4 weeks. So yes, in step 1, you were doing £1,000 and earning £270 every 4 weeks. But here in step 2, by helping some other people that's also looking for an extra income, you're helping Clean Easy effectively expand their business. So Clean Easy helps you by increasing your income, even though you're not putting in any more hours. I must stress, you don't take any money off the people that you're helping, John. They keep 100% of everything they earn. You are paid extra by Clean Easy. Have you any questions on that? Do you realise, John, that's over an extra £6,000 a year coming into your household income? What would you do with that? Brilliant. Excellent. Okay, let's take it a stage further. If you just click on next in the top right hand corner for me, please, John. Okay, it's important that you understand that there's only 10,000 active distributors in the whole of the country, in the whole of Clean Easy. To give you some idea of the scale of that, John, if you think of, say, Wembley Stadium that holds around 70,000 people, if you put all the Clean Easy distributors from all the country into Wembley Stadium, they would only actually fill 1/7 of it. So there's massive room for growth and expansion. And just like any company, that's what Clean Easy wants to do. So with our help, and again, you aren't expected to do this on your own. You do get lots of help, support and training. But with our help, let's say we took this seriously, and instead of finding just 3 people, over the next 3 to 6 months, we help you find 10 people who want to earn an extra income, either through delivering catalogues or using social media. Okay. In this example, 10 people doing £1,000 a month means that your turnover with your own 1,000 as well, because you're just still doing the 1,000 that you did in month 1, would now be £11,000 every 4 weeks. You're still only working 10 to 15 hours a week. However, your income is £1,140 every 4 weeks. That's over £14,000 a year additional income alongside whatever it is you and your family have coming in at the moment. What would you do with an extra £14,000 a year, John? What difference would that make to you right now? Well, within 3 to 6 months, we can certainly help you achieve that. But what a lot of people don't realise is that with a business like this, you also get what we call a residual or royalty income. Do you know what that is, John? Well, basically, if you imagine a pop star or an author, they don't get paid great amounts of money while actually writing the songs or writing the book. But once they get released and published, even though they did that work, it could be last week, last month, or 10 years ago, every time they sell a copy of their album or sell a copy of their book, they get royalties. They get paid whether they work or not. Now, in this example, in this business, you get exactly the same, John. Let's say, for instance, with your £14,000 a year, for argument's sake, you decide to go on holiday with it. And instead of taking a week off, you take a month off. You don't need permission. You're working for yourself. So you're sat under a palm tree on a desert island somewhere, listening to your MP3s or whatever on your phone, and you don't do your £1,000 of orders because you've not taken your catalogues with you. However, the 10 people in your team, they're still putting their catalogues out because they didn't join for you, John. They joined for their own reasons, their own debts, their own bills, their own motivations. So just because you've gone on holiday doesn't mean that they actually stop. So they're now still doing £1,000 a piece. So your team is turning over £10,000 every 4 weeks while you're on holiday. So you would still get paid over £960 that month, even though you've not actually put out a single catalogue. How's that sound? So if you take this seriously, John, can you see the benefits if you just gave it some real effort for the next 3 to 6 months? How it could really make some changes for you? How do you feel about that? Excellent. Okay, so let's take a look at the next page. If you just click on next for me, please, John. You've no questions before we move on, have you? Excellent. So, 3 retail solutions. Remember, your focus is to find at least 20 customers a week, because we know the average spend is £12.50 per customer. So that 20 customers a week will give you at least £1,000 in orders by the end of 4 weeks. John, people are doing that straight away with social media and things like that as well. So it's very, very doable. So let's have a look at the 3 retail solutions. The first solution, the simplest, is to just deliver 200 catalogues every 24 hours, 3 times a week. So that's put out 200 on Monday, pick them up Tuesday, put them out Wednesday, pick them up Thursday, put them out Friday, pick them up Saturday. And that is literally just pushing them through the letterbox and moving on. That is the far simplest method, but it's not the most effective method, okay? John, my personal recommendation to you would be to at least present 100 to 150 catalogues a week into people's hands. The reason I say that is because, again, people buy people, and if they like you and get to see you, then they're more likely to buy from you because there's a face behind the catalogue. People are absolutely lovely, and the myths of rejection at the doorstep and things like that, it just doesn't happen. People are very, very polite. So 100 catalogues presented is far more effective, and it will find you a lot more customers than just pushing them through the letterbox. So how do you feel about that, John? Okay, fantastic. Now, obviously, solution 3 is absolutely amazing, and this is done through having a Facebook account. Do you have a Facebook account? Okay, we can sort you out with that. That's no problem, and it's very, very simple. But basically, promoting products from the catalogue through social media is certainly very flexible. It can be done while watching TV at night. It can be done any time of day, and you just join local groups, promote your products in those buy and sell groups, and then we will show you how to create your own group where you can capture your own customers, and you can have unlimited number of online customers. So there's 3 retail solutions, 2 what I call offline solutions, and 1 online solution. But as long as you're finding 20 customers a week, that's fantastic. And you'll be typically earning between £300 and £500 a month for 10 to 15 hours a week. Okay. Now, your actual coach, your mentor, the person who introduces you to the business, or myself, I will show you exactly how to do that, and I will discuss what the best option is for you, how you feel about it, what you want to do about it, and we'll tailor it to suit your requirements, your needs, and your income requirements as well, John. Is that okay? Fantastic. Okay, so if you just move on to the next page. It's important to understand, John, that by delivering 400 to 600 catalogues a week, or presenting 100 to 150 catalogues a week, within 3 to 5 months, you're going to have over 400 customers. And at this point, you can just deliver 100 catalogues once a week. Now, when you're working with a customer base, obviously you've got that loyalty between you and the customer, so the customer orders increase. The customer tends to spend more money with people they know, like, and trust. So let's say that you deliver 100 catalogues on Friday, leave them out Saturday, Sunday, pick them up Monday. It only takes a couple of hours to actually put them out, an hour and a half to pick them up, sort of thing. 3 hours delivering your orders to your customers. The whole thing should take you no more than 6 to 8 hours a week. From 100 customers, you're going to be picking up £4 or £5 a catalogue, so £400 to £500 in orders is very realistic from a customer base of 100 customers a week. So that will give you at least £1,600 in orders at the end of 4 weeks and at least £460 of income. Plus anything that you do online as well, and there's people regularly doing an extra £1,000 of orders a month online, over £250 a week, which will give you an awesome additional income, anything up to £600-700 a month with online orders as well. Okay, how's that sound, John? Excellent. Okay, so if we just move on, it's really important to understand that you're not going to be left to your own devices. We will give you all the help, support, and encouragement that you need all the way through. We have our email training loops that you can register for, where you'll get tips, information, advice on a regular basis. We recommend that you speak with your sponsor on a daily basis and plug into the Facebook page. We recommend that you plug into the Facebook page as well. We have team support on there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have 2 webinars a week. We have our team webinar for the big 10 steps, and then we have our own local little webinars. We have workshops every month where we will teach you how to make £1,000 a month working from home. Let's face it, John, I'm sure if you already knew how to do that, you would be doing that. So if you're serious about making £1,000, if you're serious about making income with Clean Easy, you need to attend those workshops. You'll also get some training manuals and training videos online, and we also give you one-to-one coaching through Skype. Okay, that's like having your own driving instructor. There's absolutely nothing that you're going to experience that your sponsor hasn't already experienced. Again, your sponsor is myself, the person who introduces you to the business. Okay, and then we have the big company conferences, 2, sometimes 3 times a year, where they make big announcements, and there's over 5,000 people at those conferences, John. That's where I actually got inspired to not just treat this as a part-time rinky-dink catalogue thing, but to actually get stuck in and treat it as a business. So basically, we will help you every step of the way achieve your personal goals and requirements. All you need to do is let us know what it is that you want, be willing to learn how to get it, and we will show you how and what you need to do. Okay, so just moving on to how to get started. It's important you understand, John, this is a business, it's not a job. Okay, and like every business, you do need to get your equipment to get started. However, unlike a conventional business, it's very, very low cost. So for 250 retail packs, which allows you to deliver 200 3 times a week, your own professionally designed website and online shop, your own lead generation website, personal one-to-one coaching and mentoring in our proven system, 5 opportunity DVDs, your first training book, which is GoPro, which explains all about the industry we're involved in, and to earn £300 to £500 in your first 4 weeks, you can do all that for a one-off payment of £160. Now, I realise, or Clean Easy realises, not everybody has £160, but my recommendation would be to put it on a credit card, because by the time your credit card bill comes through, as long as you follow the retail plans that we work with you on, then you will make £300 to £500 in your first 4 weeks. So you'll make that £160 back within a few days. However, if you really don't want to do that, then you can do it through an installment plan where you pay £25 today. We register you with a kit, and then you'll get £160 worth of kit for your £25, which will allow you to make £300 to £500 in the next 4 weeks. And then out of that £300 to £500, you'll have another £45 to pay. And you'll have to do that for the next 3 months. So at the ends of weeks 4, 8, and 12, you'll have £45 to pay. But I must stress that money comes out of your profits. It doesn't come out of your income, your family income today. So you will still be better off than what you are today, even if you have that £45 to pay. How's that sound? Okay, and then Success Kit 2, the final option is if you are only wanting to do online, purely online, then you can get an online kit with 50 catalogs for $49.99. John, online is brilliant. However, it does take time. It's not as quick as presenting catalogs. And if you're going to present catalogs, you need to be able to present 100 to 150 a week. So you still need option one. With option one, John, you've got a choice. You can do whatever you like. With Success Kit 2, unfortunately, you'll only be able to do online. So if you need money quick, I would recommend option one. Which do you feel is the best option for you, John? Have you any questions? Fantastic. So what do you think? Do you want to give it a go? Excellent. Okay, so the next step is just to register you an account. I'll just log on to my Clean Easy account and we'll get you registered. How are you going to pay for your kit, John? Debit or credit card? And that's it, guys. It's as simple as that. Okay, so that is step 6, showing the business. Remember, the most important part is actually gaining the rapport in the first place with your prospect. That's more important than anything. Make a friend, be interested, listen, care, compassion, understand. Okay, but then be assertive, be firm, and explain to them how it is. Don't flannel them. All right, thanks very much. That's step 6. Now really is the time to step up.